567 Nate is about Nate Foster. He's a 13-year-old theater dork from a small town in Pennsylvania, and he has just gotten cast in E.T. the Broadway musical, which is his dream, beyond his dream. 567 Nate is a sequel to my debut novel for middle schoolers, Better Nate Than Ever. And the first book, Better Nate Than Ever, was about Nate running away from home and crashing this audition for E.T. 567 Nate is all about what happens when a Broadway show comes together and also kind of comes apart from the perspective of a kid. I think a lot of my own Broadway experiences figured into the plot of 567 Nate. I myself was always the kid who was sort of chosen last for dodgeball, so when I finally got to New York and started dancing in shows, it was like coming into this brand new family that really understood me. And at the same time, there's a lot of pressure that goes into a Broadway show. It's a lot of money and it's a really compressed time period. And a number of the shows I worked on, like Billy Elliot and Chitty Chitty Bang Bang and Gypsy on Broadway, all had kids either starring in the show or kind of running around in the background. And I was always fascinated about this very adult world with very adult paychecks that was in many ways kind of commandeered by these kids. I think the biggest surprise after Better Nate Than Ever came out was just how many readers I heard from. I was used to, in a Broadway show, you go to the stage door and you sort of see the audience, or you don't see the audience depending on the show, and you know, you sign your autographs and you go home. And in books, you get these emails sort of in the middle of the night from parents and teachers and librarians and booksellers and kids themselves who have been affected by the book, and that's incredibly touching. I think the biggest surprise after the book came out was how many parents wrote to say, thank you for writing this character in Nate who my son can relate to because he, you know, is really into dance, or my daughter can relate to because she's brand new to this school and feels like an outsider. The other biggest surprise was hearing from readers who were irate that I would leave Better Nate Than Ever on a cliffhanger. And so 567 Nate answers all of those questions about what happens next in the life of Nate Foster.